Hey everyone, welcome to the 35,000 subscriber special. And before we get into the Q&A, I recently got a comment that brought back some memories from the early days of my channel. So I'm going to tell you a little story about something that happened several years ago. Now don't click away yet, as you'll soon see why this is relevant. Some of you may or may not know about the TSM fan and scripter Wingo Chan. She scripted some quite memorable episodes, such as Japan Trip.
Whatever. That's it.
Modulator in Prison.
Calling BTW. I am very
Game members.
And the recent Wingo Chan vs. P50 system. And those are just a few examples. Though she's been around my channel quite a bit longer than you might think. She first showed up back in 2016 under the alias Mindy from Caramel Dancing, and she seemed like just another fan of my channel, asking about my projects and leaving comments on my videos. Her first TSM script that I animated was P50 Error, made in 2017.
What the heck? I got an error. Oh my god. P50 is on it. We interrupt this program to bring you a P50 error.
Her username at that time was Vera from Caramel Dancing. She even drew a custom siren on paper at some point that she never gave a name, so I put it in TSM and named it KM1200. The KM stands for Kiki Maiku, which was her username at the time of drawing the siren. Yeah, she changed her username every once in a while. Her videos back then also introduced me to the song Caramel Dancing, which made me find this video from Pepe444 of a Thunderbolt siren dancing to said tune, which of course inspired the first I'm Thunderbolt.
I'm Thunderbolt, the best tornado siren. Look over there, Waylon broke his wires.
Although, as time went on, she started acting a little odd. She deleted all the videos from her channel and started making new ones, which she also deleted. She even started a new channel, which is her main one nowadays, and tried to pretend her old channel was an overseas friend for a while. She was probably just a bit lonely, so I let it slide for a bit, at least until she'd asked if I met her German friend. So at that point, I told her I knew what she was doing, though I tried to be as easy on her as I could. Later on in 2018, she unsubscribed from my channel, saying there would be a change on hers, and then she left us with a faithful goodbye, I love you all. I'd assumed we'd never see her again, but it turns out I was dead wrong, because a few weeks later, she returned to my channel and left a long comment on the TSM episode Meet Basai Musen under the handle Tia Schlitz. This comment was basically her venting some of her stress and coming clean with a few things. Guys, sorry I've been acting strange. I was just frustrated with the way that this has been going through. And since I changed up my channel and deleted all videos from my other account, I'm feeling a little better. I was depressed, and I hate to see you guys like this. I believe that this comment won't be important, but it's important for me. And I've been into sirens for a very long time and I'd already lost interest. All I wanted to do was try to fix a few things, like arguments about the video and the too cool behavior. My mother talked to me and told me about others being mean and they can. And I wanted to make cool siren videos, which was very different to me, but now I'm feeling poor about tornado sirens. I barely know anything about sirens. All I know is that they're for emergencies and tests, they warn us, and what they have installed is collector rings and brush systems. And that's basically all I know, and I feel poor about my channel. I kept getting hate comments, and I kept getting depressed. I might ask my mother to delete that other account, and then I'll stick with the one I have now. BSP knew it was only me on that other account, so I wanted to be honest with you guys. And the other truth, it's very triggering, but I have a big crush on BSP. Wait, what? Yes, you read that right. She had a crush on me. And my original reaction to this discovery when I first reviewed this comment back in 2018 was, a little exaggerated to say the least. But it was just a humorous way of portraying how I felt when this happened. It was mostly just a feeling of shock and surprise, as I never really saw myself as crush-worthy, as in, I never thought that anyone would have feelings for me, let alone confess them to me, especially since I'm not really that attractive. This incident spawned the TSM episode KM1200's Crush.
To tell you the truth, I have a big crush on you.
Wait.
As well as the song The Big Crush, which was made as an 8-bit song. Which later evolved into an instrumental cover. As well as someone making a remix of the song. And I also recently made a heavy metal version of this song. Now why on earth would I make another cover of this song? This comment's over 4 years old now. Well, you wanna know the craziest part about that song? It's still relevant.
Initiating lockdown. Your house is now secure.
Who'd have thought she'd still be crushing on me to this day? But let's read the full comment. Hey guys, I'm just here to let you know that even though I might have a new crush, it doesn't mean I love my previous crushes any less. And the other thing was that I was younger and tend to catch feelings real easily. And when I was younger, I didn't know too much about having feelings for someone. You see, I've had a lot of crushes. I even had a crush on some fictional characters too. Yes, it's weird, but I'm sure there are more people out there who've had that same experience. But I'm a bit older now, and I know more about these things. But anyways, the point is that even though I have a new crush, it doesn't mean I still don't have feelings for BSP. The truth is that I'm very in tune with other people's feelings as well. I like to make other people happy. That's why I was trying to turn a bad situation into a good one when I was younger. I still got strong feelings for BSP. Sorry, but there's nothing to be sorry about. They're just feelings. I know some people might have assumed I get mad at her for having feelings for me due to my openly obsessive takes on being single, but that's simply not true. I might have been a bit nervous when I first discovered it in 2018, but that was purely because I'd never had any experience of being crushed on before. I may be singularitized, but that does not take away her right to have a crush on me. It just means she can't date me in real life. So please don't hate on her for this, okay? She's already been through enough. And Wingo-chan, if you do get picked on, like what I said in the 2018 video, just ignore it or delete the bad comments. That's what I do. Or just block the haters if they get too persistent. But anyways, let's continue. But it's the truth. But hey, don't fear. I'm just an internet person. It's not like I'm gonna chase BSP around like 1003 does with Thunderbolt in real life. No need to be triggered, but if you are, that's okay too. Oh, and please, don't call me Tia anymore. That's good, because Microsoft Sam can't really pronounce that name very well.
Shia. Tia.
That name is long gone now. No need to call me by a long gone name. You can call me Wingo-chan, or Wingo if you prefer, or my real name is Madison, so you can call me that if you want. Yeah, that's right, she leaked her real name, which is why in the Versus screen in the TSM episode Wingo-chan vs. P50's sister, it says Madison, rather than Schlitzblitz. But don't call me Tia anymore, please. Thank you. I hope this clears things up for you guys. Oh, and off topic, BSP. It seems to be that P50 is standing right behind you with a jealous look on his face. Wait, what?
Get the heck away from her, you mother***.
Get out of here, P50. I'm trying to do this Wait. What'd you do with my Tri-Blaster figurine?
Whatever. It's time for the Q&A. Our first comment is from 2001 SRMB Productions, who's been bashing me every once in a while and trying to get me to make a mini Tri-Blaster, and even trying to claim that the Tri-Blaster is owned by him or her, even though I invented the Tri-Blaster way back in 2017. Now, normally bullying and threatening people isn't the right way to get what you want, but before this happened, I did make a mini 1210 9-port chopper, which was supposed to be part of a mini 5S3T, which has a similar sound to the canister and Tri-Blaster. Although when I put the 3D model file for the 5S3T's stator and shroud assembly in Cura, it showed it would have used way too much filament, so I scrapped that project, at least for now. If I spin this chopper up, it sounds like a Tri-Blaster, even though it's a bit higher pitched than one. And by the way, this motor is from an old condensate pump, which looks like this. So if I ever do make a mini working Tri-Blaster, the chopper assembly I'll probably use this motor. And here's how the chopper assembly would work in theory. The Tri-Blaster would have 3 separate choppers all spun by one motor using a gear system like this. The motor would either spin the top chopper directly while also spinning the other 2 with gears. Or the motor would be back here and spin the chopper assembly with a pulley and belt system while still using the gears to spin the 2 side choppers. Now I haven't built an actual working mini Tri-Blaster in real life yet, but I have made a little bit of progress on 3D modeling a mini Tri-Blaster siren, and if I ever do finish this thing, I'll be sure to make a separate video about it. But there's no guarantee it'll be finished, just like the mini Yamaha music siren, which is still stagnated because I haven't managed to acquire 24 of the exact same type of solenoid yet. Doctor Who Roblox 1935 commented, because of the crash, are you going to redraw / slightly redesign the characters or make a second season of TSM? The hard drive crash did not end TSM, and it certainly did not end my channel. All it did was just put my channel on hold until I got my hard drive replaced and the data recovered, which has obviously happened now that I'm back up and running again. Christina Monti commented, "Is the plug and play Wheel of Fortune real, and do you have one?" I actually have both versions. There's an edition 1 and an edition 2. The edition 1 looks like this, though I had to replace the AV cord on it because the other one got kind of broken. And edition 2 looks like this, but it still has its original cord because it's not broken yet. Luigi the Fox and Nick Really Rule Fan _12 commented, "How long have you had your Screecher siren?" I've had it since I made it. 2. In the bad siren outrage, did P-50 launch a missile or a nuke? He launched a nuclear missile. 3. Also in the bad siren outrage, wasn't the episode 9/11 special? No, the fact that I got posted on 9/11 was completely coincidental. B00YS commented, "You should make a mini Yamaha siren." Like I said earlier, I had been, but I kind of stopped right now because I'm missing so many of the solenoids I'd need. MM Studio commented, "I can see a mini, something in Japanese, Yamaha music siren in the background with other paper mini sirens. So cute." These are actually 3D printed, not paper, so they're plastic and they're spray painted. Broken Solar Panels Going to Brazil commented, 1. Can you add a gas-powered Thunderbolt 2000 TSM? Maybe if a script shows up that I animate that has one in it, maybe I'll have one if I feel like it. So. 2. Is Coronafied still happening? Unfortunately, it's very unlikely now because the script is completely gone. The hard drive data recovery thing did not manage to recover the Coronafied script. 3. If that mini Yamaha music siren ever gets completed, how many years do you think it would take? I have no idea how long that's going to take. But most likely it's going to take a while if I ever do get back to making it. 4. Can you make the mini Thunderbolt sound like it's 8, 10, 12 port tritone siren for one of your siren tests? I tried doing a 654 port tritone chopper, but because of how thin all the ports had to be, in order to make 3 rows of ports on one little drum like that, the tones kind of merged together too much, so it more or less sounded just kind of dual tone rather than tritone. Which is why in the canisters chopper, the 3 rows of ports are also tall. I'm assuming it kind of helps separate the tones better. And on the Tri-Blaster, it's 3 separate choppers, which will help separate the 3 tones even more. 5. Do you think you can make a mini Chrysler siren, or would it have too much detail and stuff for you to do? In theory, I could make the chopper assembly and just make the Chrysler model motor powered instead of engine powered, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. 6. Can you make more YouTube poop videos? I kind of like what you did 5 years ago. It's funny, I'd like to see more YouTube poops. If yes, can you make the YTP Broken Solar Panel breaks himself even more? The first one was called Broken Solar Panel Fixes Himself. If I ever do decide to make another YouTube poop video, if I can think of how I could make this one maybe better than the other one, maybe I could do it, but I don't really have any immediate plans to do one right now. 7. Can you make a mini 2T22? Can I? Yes, but will I? Yeah, I got so many mini sirens already, and a few in planning now already, like the possible mini Tri-Blaster, and maybe the eventual mini music sirens. Green Galaxy commented, "You tested the Mega Blaster Jr. Will there be another chance you might test it this year?" If I decide to, I mean. SIE Productions commented, "Why didn't you play Auld Lang Syne and Many Beside Me Sen instead of the indoor speakers in your 2022 New Year video?" Simple. It was way too cold outside, and if the Many Beside Me Sen can melt in too high of temperatures, I'm pretty sure it could probably freeze in too low of temperatures, and then the speaker wouldn't be able to vibrate properly because of all the cold. If it's not too cold for New Year's Eve this year, then maybe I'll put it on the balcony, but if it's too cold again, I'll probably just do it indoors again. But if it's midnight in the middle of winter for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day transition, it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to be able to put my Mini Beside Me Sen out there and not have it freeze. Because again, I have to have it out there for so long to set everything up, so yeah. Albert J commented, "For 35K, is the tone generator on your MBJR still not have heatsink?" No, it doesn't. That's why when it does go off, I run down and stop it as soon as I can, because I still haven't found the right heatsink for the amplifier yet. And anytime I do run the Mega Blaster Jr. for like a siren test or whatever, I don't run it for more than a minute, so that way it doesn't overheat. Because back in 2017, when I first introduced the Mega Blaster Jr., I tried to run it for 3 minutes and the amplifier overheated, causing it to sound all glitchy and broken partway through the test. Moving Target Productions commented, "When the heck did Monica open a pizza restaurant?" That was after a comment showed up in the chat for the Music Siren Conundrum premiere, where someone commented Monica should work for Monica's Pizza, so I decided to sort of make that as an Easter egg, I guess. Luigi Koopa 87 commented, "The Westminster chime sounds an awful lot like a distorted piano." You're not far off. It came from this keyboard. I think I've showed this in one of my other Q&As, where the KTK5S's sounds come from. Remember, I wired up the speaker output to the computer and recorded the sounds to make it so I can make music with the notes of this keyboard and a MIDI sampler. Neil Prasad 1905 commented, "In that TSM episode, Fatal Code Clubhouse Game Night, was that dark gray siren that got shot first? Was it an ACA Super Banshee?" No, that was 5S3T, the siren I showed near the beginning of the Q&A here. 2. What siren is Precious Code based on? I believe that's a Fatal Code Model 5. 3. Are you still able to get all the Mixcraft files back from the old hard drive? I did get some of them back, but some of them I didn't get back. Like, for example, I made instrumental covers of all the Melodix ML304B chimes, and when I try to get my data recovered, I'm missing about half of them now. 4. Can you do a full demo of that Auld Lang Syne synth heard in the episode? Egad Emoji Movie Rocks commented, "Do you know the book Boy in the Striped Pajamas?" No I don't, unless you're talking about Waldo. 2. Listen to this song. Tyler Swope commented, "Hi Broken Saw Panel, for $35K can you play a longer version of Fatal Code's Doorbell, aka Love is Blue, because I want a recording of that for my cell phone's ringer." Here we go. Mr. Lightning Thomas, the video maker dude, commented, "When you posted a video back in 2017, which was your Go Anime videos, when were those originally made?" I believe those were made back in like 2014, 2015, maybe even earlier, because those videos are pretty old. Dink and Dane commented, "Does the different Beside Me Sin chime console affect the sound? If so, which one's the loudest?" I believe the Melodix might be a little bit louder than the PBM10 when set at half volume, because if I set the Melodix at full volume, it distorts horribly. And I think this might be due to the fact that the Melodix, I believe, has a built-in preamp, so that way you can make it really loud if you want to, if you plugged into a more sturdier, beefier amplifier, kind of like those giant pigs of amplifiers that Melodixes use, that are like as tall as 2 or 3 Melodixes stacked on top of each other. And the PBM10 does not have this built-in preamp, so even at full volume, it's probably just slightly less loud than the Melodix is at half volume. Toa PD 2022 commented, "I want a 3D model of the disaster prevention radio you made. I live in Japan. Can I purchase it?" Well, my mini Basai Musen, the one that works, is not for sale because you'd also need to buy speakers and stuff for it. But what is for sale are 3D model STL files of Basai Musen and Yamaha from Tornado Siren Madness. Basai Musen is, of course, based off of the disaster prevention radio over in your country, and Yamaha is based off of the remaining music sirens in your country. So these 3D model files are only $3.49 per file. I don't know what that is in yen, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty cheap. So if you have access to a 3D printer, you can 3D print those and then paint them and color them. The D commented, Question for 35K1. Can your Mini Beside Musen play theme songs? Well, again, technically I can play whatever I want over the Mini Beside Musen because I have the PBM10, which plays back audio files. So I can just put something in audio file, like I could put like a fart sound if I wanted to. Not that I'm going to, because I'm not, in OGG form, and play it over the Mini Beside Musen. 2. In the Random Siren Shorts 18, what does SD10 mean when he's shouting, get ready for the course? I don't really know. I thought I heard that from somewhere and I wanted to use it. So maybe he was talking about like a course of missiles or rockets coming in and landing on the MBJ Alliance. I don't know, I just wanted it to sound cool. 3. React to this for 35K Q&A. Your evil laugh from the Run for Revenge is a trend now. First thing, the reason the sound is so good now is because the microphone I'm using is this one. I only use this for the narratives like I did at the beginning of this Q&A, because if I wore this for the entire Q&A I'd look like a big doofus, so I only wear these for this reaction portion and my narratives. Anyways, first I'll show you a control. This is what my evil laugh sound like in Tornado Siren Madness The Run for Revenge Part 4. Okay, now I'll go ahead and load up the first one he sent me. Oh crap, I didn't think it was going to be widescreen. It's going to be cut off. Sorry guys, on this side. Oh my god. That's good. Alright, now the next one. Oh, this one's a short. So I'll have to move my face cam. I can't though, because I can only... oh well. Oh yeah, I forgot shorts loop. Anyways, another one.
Do an evil laugh.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't really do one right now.
That one I'm not sure he was intentionally trying to reference my evil laugh from The Run for Revenge Part 4. But it did sound pretty similar to it. Oh, another short.
Evil laugh XBX glitch.
It's not my name right if you're gonna call me that.
Do an evil laugh, please.
Oh. Okay, I guess the one from Sarah's cartoon channel isn't available. The DRJ 2006 commented, is the script for TRS S18 rescripted or recovered? I had to rescript that. Neil Prasad 1905 commented, how the heck did you move the Mega Blaster Jr. in the stop motion part? The same way I moved most if not all my other rotational sirens for that. I took the worm gear out of the rotator, allowing it to move freely manually. The only one I didn't do that with was the Mini 2001 and the Mini Thunderbolt because of how the rotators in those are a little bit more complicated since it uses 2 gearboxes rather than 1. Cartridge Studios commented, what's a collector ring? The collector rings, or slip rings, are usually two because you need 2 wires to make a circuit. Metal rings that normally rotate while brushes press down on the collector rings, and the collector rings rotate, and usually what's above the collector rings is something like, in this case, a tornado siren head or a rotational sign with like lights in it and stuff, and it rotates while the brushes press down on the collector rings, keeping the circuit connected, so that way the stuff that's above the collector rings can rotate without the wires twisting up. The Big Train Guys Adventure commented, for 35K, can you watch this link? I just watched it already, and there isn't exactly much to react to. However, there is an opportunity for a little bit of voice acting here, because he didn't use any text-to-speech, but he did use speech balloons. So I'm going to try to do some British accent voice acting here. Oh hey, I'm APT. Welcome to British Rail Madness. I'd like you to meet some of my friends. Let's go see them. That's Class 373. He's one of my best friends. He's sleeping. Let's wake him up. No sound effects? APT, what the heck? Hello, Al. No. What was that? You need help, Class 88? No. I mean, yes. Okay, we'll pull it together. 1, 2, 3. Yay, thanks. No prob. Now let's go to my depot. Ah yes, I love this place. Hey, APT! Hey, it's Class 801. He's a cracking train. Nice one, Dip. Mega Film Productions commented, "What website do you make Toa Melodix's musics?" Well, I don't make the Melodix music myself. They come from a company called Toa. The Melodix ML304B is no longer in production. All the cards I have are secondhand. As far as I know, the only Melodix that's still in production is the ML1000. The site I use to buy Melodix cards is called Buyee because I have to import them from Japan in order to be able to get them here in the United States. They are normally sold over in Japan with their Yahoo Japan auctions, but I have to use Buyee in order to be able to bid on those auctions and get the cards shipped overseas to the United States. 2. Does your country has tornado sirens? 3. Can you add a Malaysia tsunami siren and name it Wave Watcher? I've heard the Malaysia tsunami sirens before on YouTube, I think. It sounds kind of like a STH-10, and I think it plays a voice message saying tsunami alert or something like that. The Dare J2006 commented, 424 BSP, did you use Windows Movie Maker to make that, or did you use some other video editor software that has layers? That was in the video with me 2001 DC malfunctioning, where I had to keep smacking it to get it to rotate. There was a scene where a turd fell out from underneath the 2001 DC. That was actually text. I was using a similar principle when I made Broken Solar Panel vs. P50. Whenever a laser fire would come out of my Thunderbolt pistol, that was just like a period or something, or a comma or a dash or something, that I made really big font size and then just made it shoot across the screen from where it started from on the Thunderbolt pistol. For this case, I made a turd out of a Comic Sans apostrophe that I made brown and of course made the font big, and then just made it drop out from underneath the Mini 2001 DC. Klaxon Asia Pacific commented, is the chime at the end of Rinksla Medley Yuyake Koyake chime? No, that is actually, believe it or not, a cover of the Melodix ML304B Yuyake Koyake on the MCT08 card with a little pizzazz added to it. This is the instrumental cover of the ML304B Yuyake Koyake chime. It sounds like this. God, sorry it's lagging a little bit. And here's how I spiced it up. I go to the top instrument, which is vibraphone right now, or vibes, and I put in Fantasia, and I select the second one. And then I go down to the other notes down here, which are the bass notes, I guess the lower notes of the song, which right now is a bell piano. And I select Fantasia number 1. And then I bring the pitch up to E flat. And now it should sound like this. So that's how I did that. Anyway, here's the full song. Anyways, that's all the questions and answers I have for this Q&A. This is Broken Sword Panel signing off.